Hi. So let me just explain the app that I made very quickly, just a very quick demo here. It's a draft planning app specifically made for kind of League of Legends coaches or anyone who might be involved in the draft process. It's made to help you out in the process of planning out multiple drafts. So if you're still using an Excel sheet right now to plan for your drafts, this might be a little bit easier. This might be a little bit cleaner. Might feel a little bit more usable. So I'm going to explain why in just a second. Let me just change my camera here to be a little bit smaller. Okay, so the app is completely free, obviously, and it's up right now. The URL is draftplanner.netlify.app. So you can check it out right now. But I'll explain a little bit what it does and kind of what it can do and can't do. Very simply, the app's purpose is to make it extremely easy for you to do multiple drafts and to handle those. So just by default, anytime you type in the name of a champion, it will pop up the profile icon of the champion next to it. And this doesn't take into account casing, so you can capitalize the name. You cannot capitalize the name. You can have white space if you want. It'll trim that automatically, and it also normalizes the champion name so that you don't have to think about the apostrophes. Because the way that the kind of League of Legends API handles apostrophes is a bit weird. So here you can type Rek'Sai with no apostrophes, with some apostrophes, with multiple apostrophes. It doesn't matter. Apostrophes do not matter in this case. And it also takes into account for other stuff. There's also like a few champions that have pretty odd names, in which case I added like alternative names and nicknames for them. So MF counts as Misfortune, Yi counts as Master Yi, Jarvan counts as Jarvan 4, and so on. So that works. That's all good and dandy. By default, you'll have a kind of these two sets of drafts, 5 where team 1 is on blue side and 5 where team 1 is on red side. You can change the team names above here. So your name is like Timo's Soldiers or something like that, and you're playing against Top Esports or something like that. I don't know. So this works, and it will automatically kind of fill in the team names for you. If you want to add another draft into this set of drafts, you can do that, and you can see here it prompts you whether you want Timo Soldiers on blue or red. Let's say blue, and it'll add that for you. So let's say we're going through a draft, we're banning these champs, whatever they may be. All of this is contained within its own draft, so that if you have like another draft over here that has a different set of stuff, where you're picking Zyra Connor or whatever it may be, if you remove this draft, it'll only affect that draft. It's not like it's going to remove, another draft unprompted or anything like that. So everything is self-contained within its own draft, so you don't have to worry about that. There's also like 2 other sections here on the left with priority picks and first picks. This was something that I was asked for the person that I was originally making this project for. But you can use these or not. It's completely up to you, and they follow like the same kind of set of rules as the other parts of the website. One thing that I want to mention is that the tab order on this website is accurate towards the draft order. So usually when you press tab on a form in Google Chrome or whatever your browser is, it'll follow the order of the inputs that they're on, like in the HTML document. But in this case, I made sure that when you press tab, it'll actually follow the order of the draft. So it goes B1, R1, R2, B2, B3, R3, and so on. And if you keep pressing tab, it will go towards the next draft. So you don't have to use your mouse to kind of fill out a set of drafts. You can just press tab and type it in however you want it to be, and that'll work perfectly fine. You can add another set of drafts here and like a different kind of opponent. So if your Timo Soldiers are playing against HLE next week, then you can also plan for that and have that all in a single page. The website will save your picks into your local storage. Which means that once you're done with your draft, I highly recommend taking a screenshot of it, because if you delete your browsing history and your browsing cookies or your storage, or if you change your laptop, or if I push changes towards the website, there's a chance that it nukes your local storage. So I would highly recommend taking a screenshot of it if you want to keep that data nice and safe. The app also has like a few customization options for the colors. Because my colors for how I envision this to be the most usable might not be the case for you. You might think that I think the band color is a bit dark. Maybe I can make it a little bit lighter. So you can go ahead and change that. And as long as you refresh your browser, it'll change that, and it'll apply no problem. You can also reset the colors, of course. And yeah, that's kind of it. The app is just made to be like super simple to use. It's not particularly smart. So for example, you can notice that if you like put Xayah on a ban here, you can still pick it. The app doesn't prevent you in any way from doing like whatever you want. It's just made to be like as simple and effective as possible, so you can just quickly plan out these drafts. But it's usable. It's made for like a particular audience. So let me know if you find it useful, and let me know if you encounter any issues or you have feedback, something that you would like added to the website or anything like that. Feel free to DM me on Twitter or wherever else you might find me. And yeah, the link is draftplanner.netlify.app. I'll add it to the tweet. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.